You've been making your congestion worse this entire time, and your pillow, your coffee, and even the way you cough are all to blame. Look, I know how miserable it is. You're stuffed up, you can't breathe, you can't sleep, and no matter how many times you blow your nose or reach for cold medicine, nothing seems to actually clear the mucus out. But here's what most people don't realize. The real solution isn't in your medicine cabinet. It's in 5 simple changes you can make right now, starting with how you sleep tonight. I'm going to show you the exact strategies that medical experts use to dissolve mucus from your sinuses, chest, and lungs naturally. We're talking about techniques backed by clinical studies that actually work. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete game plan to breathe easier starting tonight. Let's break this down. Stop sleeping flat, the gravity solution. Here's something that might surprise you. The way you're sleeping right now is making your congestion 10 times worse. And it's not just about lying on your back. Even side sleeping could be sabotaging your recovery. Let me explain why. When you sleep flat, gravity works against you. Blood pools in your sinuses, increasing pressure and swelling. Meanwhile, mucus accumulates in your nasal passages instead of draining away. You wake up feeling like your head is in a vice, and your nose is completely blocked. And if you're a side sleeper, here's what's happening. Gravity pulls all that mucus to whichever side you're lying on. That's why you get that one-sided blockage that shifts when you roll over. You're literally creating a mucus pool on one side of your head. Think of your sinuses like a sink. When the sink is level or tilted the wrong way, the water just sits there, stagnant. But tilt it the right way? Everything drains naturally. Here's how to fix it tonight. First, elevate your head above your heart. Use 2 or 3 extra pillows to prop yourself up. If that feels uncomfortable, get a wedge pillow. They're designed specifically for this and make a massive difference. If you're really struggling, sleep in a recliner. I know it sounds extreme, but staying more upright allows gravity to drain your sinuses continuously throughout the night. People who did this report waking up with dramatically less congestion. Here's the payoff. Quality sleep is essential for your immune system to fight off whatever's causing the congestion in the first place. By fixing your sleeping position, you're not just breathing easier, you're actually healing faster. One more thing: if you absolutely have to sleep on your side, switch sides every hour or 2 to prevent that one-sided buildup. Set a gentle alarm if you need to. This single change can transform your nights from miserable to actually restful. Your comfort foods are working against you. Now let's talk about something you probably don't want to hear. That warm cup of coffee you're reaching for? It's making your mucus thicker and harder to clear. I know comfort foods are supposed to make you feel better. But certain foods and drinks are secretly increasing mucus production or making it stickier, and you need to know which ones to avoid. Here's the science. Your body produces mucus as a defense mechanism. But when you consume certain substances, your body either produces more of it or the existing mucus becomes thicker and harder to expel. Let's start with the usual suspect: dairy. Yes, milk, cheese, and ice cream can make existing mucus feel thicker and more coating. But that's not the only culprit. Coffee and tea? The caffeine dehydrates you. When your body is dehydrated, it compensates by producing thicker, stickier mucus that's much harder to cough up. So that comforting hot beverage is actually working against you. Chocolate can relax the valve between your stomach and esophagus, which can worsen reflux symptoms that often accompany congestion. Processed foods contain thickening agents that literally increase mucus production. And carbonated drinks? They cause bloating, which puts pressure on your diaphragm and makes breathing even more difficult. Here's what to do instead. Focus on foods that actively fight mucus and inflammation. Fatty fish like salmon are packed with omega-3 fatty acids that reduce inflammation throughout your respiratory system. Celery has powerful anti-inflammatory properties without causing bloating. Warm, broth-based soups, especially chicken broth, are perfect because they provide hydration and heat that helps loosen mucus. And here's a secret weapon: crushed or sliced garlic. Garlic has antimicrobial properties that can actually help kill the bacteria or viruses causing the mucus in the first place. The payoff here is immediate. When you stop consuming mucus-thickening foods and replace them with anti-inflammatory options, you'll notice your mucus becoming thinner and easier to clear within 24 hours. Your body wants to heal itself, you just need to stop getting in its way. Quick pause: if you're realizing that simple changes like these can have such a massive impact on how you feel, hit that subscribe button. I release a new science-backed health hack every single week to help you take control of your well-being without the confusion. Alright, let's keep going. The active cycle of breathing technique, strategic coughing. Now here's where we get tactical. Most people think coughing is just a reflex, something that happens to you. But what if I told you there's a way to cough strategically that's 10 times more effective at clearing mucus from your chest? It's called the active cycle of breathing technique, or ACBT, and it's used by respiratory therapists to help patients with chronic lung conditions. But you can use it right now to clear stubborn phlegm. Here's why your normal cough isn't working. When you just cough randomly, you're not getting air behind the mucus. You're just irritating your throat without actually moving anything out of your deeper airways. ACBT changes that. It's a 3-step cycle designed to move mucus from the smaller, lower airways up to the larger airways where you can actually cough it out. Here's how to do it. Step 1. Breathing control. Sit comfortably and breathe gently and naturally for 20 to 30 seconds. Put one hand on your stomach and feel it rise and fall. This relaxes your airways and prevents you from getting breathless. Step 2. Deep breaths. Take 3 to 4 long, slow, deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. This step gets air behind the mucus, loosening it from the airway walls. Don't rush. This slow and controlled is key. Step 3. Huffing. After those deep breaths, take one more deep breath in, then exhale forcefully through an open mouth like you're trying to fog up a mirror. This huff creates a burst of air that pushes the mucus upward. After a few huffs, if you feel mucus ready to come out, then you cough it out. But don't force the cough if nothing's there that just irritates your throat. Now repeat this entire cycle 3 to 5 times or until you feel your chest is clear. Here's the game changer about this technique. You're transforming coughing from a frustrating symptom into a powerful tool that you control. Instead of coughing all day and getting nowhere, you spend 5 focused minutes using ACBT and actually clear your lungs. This is free, it's effective, and you can do it anywhere. And the relief you'll feel after clearing that deep chest congestion is incredible. The herbal powerhouse hiding in your kitchen. Thyme. Alright. Let's talk about something you probably walk past every day without realizing its power. Thyme. Yes, that little herb in your spice rack is an absolute weapon against mucus and congestion. Thyme isn't just a cooking ingredient, it's been used for thousands of years as a respiratory remedy. And modern science has proven why it works so well. Thyme contains 2 powerful compounds, thymol and carvacrol. These compounds act as expectorants, meaning they help your body expel mucus. They also have anti-inflammatory properties that reduce swelling in your airways, and antibacterial properties that fight the infection causing the mucus in the first place. When it comes to mucus and phlegm, this is the magician. This reduces inflammation. It will prevent further bacteria growth that can lead to further sickness. Here's how to use it. Method 1. Make thyme tea. Take about 2 teaspoons of dried thyme and steep it in a cup of hot water for 10 to 12 minutes. Add fresh lemon, which helps cleanse excess mucus, and a drizzle of honey for its natural antifungal and antibacterial properties. Drink this 2 to 3 times a day. Method 2. For a more direct approach, chew a quarter teaspoon of thyme leaves. This might sound intense, but it works fast. The active compounds get into your bloodstream quickly and go straight to work on your respiratory system. The beauty of thyme is that it's accessible, affordable, and sitting in your kitchen right now. You don't need a prescription or a trip to the pharmacy. The payoff? Within an hour of drinking thyme tea, you'll notice your mucus becoming thinner and easier to expel. Your airways will feel more open, and that tight feeling in your chest will start to ease. This is traditional medicine meeting modern science, and it actually works. Control your environment, salt, steam, and humidity. Here's something most people overlook. The air you're breathing right now might be making your congestion worse. But the good news is, you can turn your environment into a healing tool. Let's start with humidity. Dry air irritates your nasal passages and makes mucus thicker and stickier. The EPA recommends keeping indoor humidity between 30 and 50%. A simple humidifier can make a massive difference, especially while you sleep. But let's take it further with steam inhalation. Here's how. Pour hot water into a large bowl, lean over it, drape a towel over your head to trap the steam, and breathe deeply for about 10 minutes. The warm, moist air opens your nasal passages, thins mucus, and soothes irritation immediately. Want to supercharge it? Add a few drops of eucalyptus oil to the water. Eucalyptus contains a compound called eucalyptol that's scientifically proven to help clear mucus. Now here's something you might not have heard of: halotherapy, or salt air therapy. Salt naturally thins mucus and has antifungal and antibacterial properties. You can buy a device called a halo generator that ionizes salt and disperses it into the air you breathe while you sleep. It's like bringing a salt cave into your bedroom. If you don't want to invest in equipment, a simple saline rinse works wonders. Mix 1 teaspoon of salt in 1 cup of boiled, cooled water. Use a neti pot or squeeze bottle to flush your nasal passages. This removes mucus, allergens, and debris directly. The payoff here is that you're not just treating symptoms, you're creating an environment where your body can heal faster. Clean, moist, salt-enriched air helps your respiratory system function the way it's supposed to. This is about taking control of the space around you and making it work for your recovery. So here's what I want you to take away from this. Your body already knows how to heal itself. Mucus isn't your enemy, it's your body's way of trapping and expelling whatever's making you sick. Your job is to help that process along, not fight against it. Tonight, elevate your head when you sleep. Tomorrow, swap that coffee for warm broth or thyme tea. Practice the active cycle of breathing technique for 5 focused minutes. And turn your environment into a healing space with steam, humidity, and salt. These aren't just tips, this is a complete system for dissolving mucus and breathing freely again. And the best part? It's all natural, it's all free or incredibly cheap, and it works. If this video helped you see congestion in a completely new way, hit that like button so I know to make more content like this. And drop a comment, tell me, what's the one change you're going to make first? I'm genuinely curious what resonates most with you. Your body is incredibly powerful when you give it what it needs. I'll see you in the next one.